Now it's time to get the inside scoop on all the electricity going on in Mississippi Thunder Speedway. It's time for Thunder Talk with Dan Bailey, brought to you by Jailhouse Saloon. Now, here's your host, Dan Bailey.
This Friday night is the 2019 season championship evening at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Final night for regular season points-paying action at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. There's still plenty more action to go after this coming Friday night, including the big US MTS End of Summer Bash on the following Friday, which will be August 30th. But this Friday night, it's all about track points, and we've got some track points battles that are going to be decided. Some of them for positions to get into or stay in the top 5, but a couple of them will determine track championships for 2019, one of which is atop the Rivercity Manufacturing USRA Modified division. And joining us on Thunder Talk this week is the driver that currently holds the points lead with a slim 10-point advantage over 4-time track champion Josh Angst. This week we're talking with Dustin Sorensen. Dustin, first of all, welcome to Thunder Talk.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You know, us race fans get all caught up in battles like this coming down to the end of the year, talking about points battles and possible championships. What about you drivers? What about you specifically? Is this something that you focus a lot of your attention on, or do you just race every night as it comes and let the points settle out where they will?
Me personally, I don't really focus on the points deal that much, but a couple weeks ago I found out I was leading, and I never won a track championship before, so we've been going after that now. It'd be kind of cool to win it this year.
You've had an excellent second half to 2019 at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Not that the first half was bad, but you've racked up 3 feature wins here with a resemblance of almost ease. You've been able to pull out some great finishes here over this second half of the 2019 season. Has anything been altered for you behind the wheel? It just seems like everything is coming to the top lately.
Well, we got a new Mars car this year, and it was really good right away, and then halfway through the season there we started playing with things, trying to make it a little faster. And when we did that, we found a setup that we like over at MTS, and it's been working really good for us.
You know, there's a cliched saying in motorsports that success breeds success. Once you figure out how to win, it makes additional wins that much easier. Not that you haven't won before, but when you get that first win out of the way, and then all of a sudden the second one comes, and now here you've got the third one, does it really make it not only much more fun to be in the car, but you feel much more optimistic every time you get in that car again?
Yeah, it's great having good equipment and good people around you that give you that opportunity to be fast every week. I mean, I got to thank all my sponsors, and especially my dad and Josh Augustine. They're with me every week working their tails off, and it really helps.
Let's run through some of those sponsors that are helping you out for 2019.
I got ENEOS Oil in the car. That's a pretty cool deal we got going on. They're a big oil company that's getting into the performance side of oils and stuff, and we use engine oil and tranny oil and all that. And we've been using it all year, and we ain't had any issues, and the prices are competitive too. And then I got iBox Springs this year too. They got good stuff for me. Paulson Rock Products with CC Construction. He does Tom Paulson does a lot for me. Ford Metro Glass in Rochester. Carol's Corn, they do a lot for me. CJ's Auto Sales in Pine Island, they sponsor me. They're good guys over there. Action Engineering, they build me good motors. My dad, and I can't thank him enough. My mom, Josh Augustine, his son Dalen, Ethan Johnson, Scott Cout, Derek Clement. There's so many people that help me, and I can't thank them enough.
Well, I'm sure that they would be just as thrilled as you, whether they're family members or sponsors, if you were able to put together a championship run. You know, in addition to this discussion about the points battle, which will be decided this Friday night at Mississippi Thunder Speedway, let's talk a little bit about the way that it seems the racing in the Rivercity Manufacturing USRA Modified division has changed over the second half of the 2019 season. Mississippi Thunder Speedway presents you guys with plenty of diverse grooves to choose from, either right down at the bottom, a couple in the middle, and one way up at the top. I talked with Josh Angst recently, and he said if he had his choice, he would want to run around the middle or maybe even a little bit lower, but he said that's where the speed is right now, and he's really had to work on his comfort level, running right up against the wall, turn after turn, lap after lap, every lap. What about yourself? You've been brushing that concrete every turn, every lap over the last few weeks, it seems like. Is that a comfort area for you, or have you had to do exactly what Josh did? Have you had to figure it out and let the comfort come to you because that's where the speed is?
I feel like I've always been faster on top. I mean, it is more risky and dangerous up there, and you got to replace your quarter panel more often, but I feel like I've always been more successful on top. And when the racetrack's on the bottom, I struggle with a little bit more, and Josh does a little bit better than me, so it'll be interesting this coming weekend.
We get down into the last few weeks of a season, and all of a sudden there are all these special events that pop up. So once you get regular track points out of the way, are you going to be chasing down down some of these special events?
Funny you brought that up, actually. This week we've been debating on going to Webster City Thursday night because they got a US MTS race there, and I think we're going to go down there, but it's kind of risky for us to do that because we got the points championship Friday night at Fountain City. But yeah, I mean, I like racing as much as I can. I don't mind the work, and I like racing whenever I can, whenever my dad lets me. And after this weekend, we got the US MTS races next weekend at Fountain City and Deer Creek, and then after that is the Modified Nationals Friday, Saturday, Fountain City, Mississippi Thunder.
Yep.
And then after that, I think it's a Jamboree at Deer Creek, and probably 2 more races we'll hit towards the end of the season.
And then what's the off-season look like for you? You going to have a chance to lace up the skates this winter?
No, actually, I'm going to school in Menominee. If I didn't race, I'd probably still be playing hockey, but I like racing too much.
Well, I tell you what, Dustin, we wish you the best of luck this Friday night at Mississippi Thunder Speedway, and thanks for joining us this week on Thunder Talk.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, don't forget this Friday night, the 2019 season championship night at Mississippi Thunder Speedway, presented by RJ's Fast Tracks and Two Brothers Auto. The following Friday night, the big USMTS End of Summer Bash. That's right, second visit for the USMTS Stars and Cars at Mississippi Thunder Speedway for the 2019 season. Hey, for those of you listening on the radio, don't forget you can also hear the entire conversation that Dustin and myself had by checking out the Mississippi Thunder Speedway YouTube channel. I know you'll like it, so make sure you check it out.
Come on down to the Jailhouse Saloon. Yeah, come on down to the Jailhouse Saloon.
The Jailhouse Saloon is where everyone wants to do time. Come on in and nab up some of the best homemade pizza around. The Jailhouse has happy hour weekdays from 2 until 6, free pool on Mondays, and lunch every day at a great price.
The Jailhouse Saloon where everyone wants to do time.